Hello, I'm MP5 Deacon, and welcome back to Starcraft Remastered. Doing Mission 4, the Jacobs Installation. Office of the former Colonial Magistrate, Marshall Colony.
Your tenure as Colonial Magistrate is suspended, pending an official investigation of your affiliation with the Sons of Korhal. Receiving incoming transmission.
Hey man, Arcturus's boys sprung me from the prison ship. Apparently they're as frustrated with the Confederates as we are. I know their reputation, but they seem to be on the level. I think Arcturus wanted to speak with you.
Commander, Mar Sara is almost completely overrun by the Zerg. The Confederates are abandoning the planet, and so are we. However, there is one thing I'd like to do before we leave. I want you to raid this colony's Confederate outpost and retrieve whatever design or weapons schematics that you can find in their networks. With the chaos of the Confederates' evacuation, you shouldn't have any trouble getting in or out of their installation.
I'm into it.
Alrighty there. With our position removed, we don't really have anything to use. Stim packs. 10 hit points per stim. It's very good.
Rainer here.
And now we move to the ugly red firebat. Oh well.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
So
Yeah.
let's get into. Oh,
Right on.
let's
Sounds
not.
fun.
There
Oh,
we go.
yeah. This should be good.
Units in StarCraft like to
Sounds
line up.
fun.
We
Oh
should.
yeah.
Excellent.
Sounds fun.
Real quick, I'll show you off, Jimmy. 18 plus 3, 6 armor. Well, because we're both 3/3, so but starting out 3 and 18. That's
Pay attention.
he does 2 more damage than the Firebat, and he does that against everything. Firebats only do that against small, so anything that's medium or large, no.
Commander.
And these guys, they only do 6, so he does 3 more of the damage.
Oh
He's
yeah.
3 times the man.
This should be good. Oh yeah.
Oh no, civilians! Whatever should we do?
Oh yeah.
I
Right
see
on.
nothing wrong.
Oh yeah.
No
This should be
witnesses.
good. Sounds fun.
Left. Yeah, see?
Right on.
Blood
Sounds
just
fun.
stepped into the
Right
grates.
on.
Nothing left to remind us of what we did.
Right on.
Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'd like to talk about the maps a little bit more. But
Right
first,
on.
I think I did mention RNG. So, interestingly enough, well, I gotta get the maps here.
Rainer
We'll
here.
use Jimmy.
Sounds fun. Oh yeah.
So, if I recall, this should just kind of,
Oh yeah.
there should be a pathway
That
up
should be
this
good.
way.
Oh yeah. Right on.
Because what's
Oh,
interesting
yeah.
is this gives you multiple options here, and I kind of like that.
Anytime
So,
you're ready.
you
Oh,
can
yeah.
circumvent this big room by going
Sounds
over
fun.
here.
Give me some
And
shield.
I think this
Let's
might
move.
just be a dead end.
Outstanding.
Let's see
Go,
what we
go,
get.
go. Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Let's
Yeah,
move.
so this is another option to circumvent.
Let's move.
Maybe. If I recall, it's kind of just a dead end. So we're going to move it anyways and kind of show off the map.
Oh yeah.
Back to RNG. So there's an RNG chance when you're shooting uphill and when something's covered by like
Right on.
forest or brush, other things like that.
Oh yeah. This should be good. Sounds fun.
Teleportation field activated.
Standing by. Let's move.
And gonna get up the stairs. There's a teleporter here. I kind of forgot about that.
Standing by. Rainer here. Sounds
Be
fun.
careful not to hit that again.
You're not allowed in here.
Oh yeah.
Security cameras activated.
Right on. Anytime you're ready.
There and there. This kind of helps you a little bit later. So, what I like about this map is it shows off.
Oh yeah. Sounds fun.
So the first map, there's really only options for you to kind of, mess around with unit control, a few zerglings for you to engage with and get the feel for combat.
Go ahead, Commander.
and to see how things
Oh,
work,
yeah.
Fire it up.
which I think's very nice. And then
Right
we
here.
get to this
Oh,
mission,
yeah. Right on.
which, you know, we
Sounds
went from
fun. This should
very
be good.
linear
Oh,
to,
yeah. Sounds fun.
well, still very linear, to the third
Right
mission
on.
where you're not really even supposed to go out, to the point where they did
should be good.
consider making it where it could, but I guess they
Oh,
didn't want
yeah.
people to,
This should be good. Right on.
because there's a
Oh, yeah.
earlier version of the mission
should be
that
good.
exists where
Right
I
on.
think I mentioned
Sounds
last
fun.
time for mission 3,
Right
you
on.
can
Oh, yeah. Sounds fun. This should be
complete
good.
the mission by destroying the Zerg hives.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hatcheries, you know,
Right on.
bases.
Oh, yeah.
So
Give me
it
some of
does
this
give
shit.
you that
Go,
option,
go,
which is
go.
very nice.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it went against their design vision of wanting the players
Sounds fun.
to kind of have to deal with that for their first time and to have to hold out.
This should be good.
Which is, it's not the first time it's been done in RTS,
Give me
but
something to shoot.
it's,
Go, go, go.
I think, the
Right
most
here.
notable because
Oh, yeah.
Red Alert did it.
Commander, let's move.
Remember the Allied mission, you got to
Sounds
protect the
fun.
Chronosphere,
Oh, yeah.
and
Sounds
that's a good
Right
holdout
on.
mission.
This should be good.
Yeah,
Right
shoot
on.
Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot strongman
Right
Jimmy.
on. This should be good. Sounds fun.
But yeah, I think they did that to stick with the vision that they had of just
Sounds
making it a
This should be good.
strong holdout map
Sounds
as
fun.
opposed to
Right
encouraging the player to go out. Now it is fun to go
Sounds
out.
fun.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
For academics' sake, we're gonna go in here and I'll just make a save. Yeah, good enough.
Sounds fun. Right on. This should be good. Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Right on.
Ball our
Oh,
buys
yeah.
back up. Let's put
Sounds
Jimmy in
fun.
front.
This should be good. Sounds fun.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. This should be good.
I think there was a genuine strategy and plan to how missions would be
This
made.
should be good. Oh, yeah.
And for the most part, I think it
Sounds
works.
fun.
We'll get to its problems later on. Ooh, that Parbat's been toasted.
Sounds fun.
Fire it up.
But that Goliath there had trouble actually hitting us, and that's kind of what I'm talking about with the RNG.
Right on.
Remember in Luming's campaign, there was parts where our siege tanks was just sunken colony, just shooting right up at it, and it wasn't taking anything. It got hit maybe twice,
Oh, yeah.
which is really good
Right on.
for that. I mean, that's some amazing RNG, but for the most part, it feels like a statistic, as I was saying, where it's like, it's guaranteed that it will happen. Not in the, oh, you have to do like
Greener here. This should be good.
50,000 for those numbers to start appearing. No, it's
Oh, yeah.
feels guaranteed like right off the bat. Why do you keep getting up front?
Slam it.
Anytime you're ready. Oh, yeah.
But
Sounds fun.
yeah, and then we get to this mission. So the third mission really, I mean the first one, it's all pre-placed. It's kind of
This should be
just
good. Oh, yeah.
going through
This
it.
should be good. Oh, yeah.
It's nothing too complicated.
Oh,
Not a bad
yeah.
defense system deactivated. Excellent.
This should be good. Oh, yeah.
Now I think we want to move up here.
Sounds fun.
Yes, unless if I'm forgetting there's a door over. We'll
This should be
find
good.
out. It's
Right
been a little bit of a
on.
minute.
This should be good. Oh, yeah. This should be good.
Wild animals. I think there might be an Easter egg on one of these where if you click
Go
it enough,
ahead, Commander.
it
Greener
just
here.
blows up.
This should be good. Sounds fun. Right on. Sounds fun. Right on. This should be good. Oh, yeah.
Surprised their Firebat's still alive.
You rebel scum.
Oh, yeah.
Fire it up. You got it. Let's burn.
Oh,
You
that's
got
some
it.
weird path and we're going.
Let's
No.
Naturally. Fire
There
it up.
we go. Move
You
up there.
got it. Let's burn.
What are we doing? There we
Wanna
go.
turn up the heat. You got it.
Greener here. Right on. Zerg. I don't believe this.
Believe it. I saw Zerg within Confederate holding pens myself, and that was over a year ago. It's clear the Confederates have known of these creatures for some time. For all we know, they could be breeding the things. Be that as it may, our priority here is accessing the Confederate network. We'll deal with the Zerg another day.
See, that goes back to Loomings. Again, where they're there on Chowsara, and they're Zerg.
Oh yeah.
And the Confederates dealt with that very hush-hush, which I think is the same thing, is the Confederacy's actually trying to
Sounds fun.
fight against the Zerg. Maybe.
Should be good. Right
And I
on.
think they're just
Oh,
failing
yeah.
terribly.
Right on. Oh yeah.
Or maybe they decided, what would make sense for the Confederate is they decided that these fringe world yokels, as our good friend Duke puts it, aren't worth the light of day, so they're just kind of passing us up to consolidate defense since they see an invasion happening.
Sounds fun.
Which I think that makes sense. But back to this map layout. So the last one was very much, well, you know, you have basic unit control and whatever for the first two,
Sounds fun.
basic base management, etc. Then the third one combines that with AI attack, and that's the reason I think you're not supposed to go out. Is if this is your first RTS,
Anytime you're ready.
you're supposed to be able to deal with whatever threat without that's attacking you,
Sounds
as
fun.
opposed to you going out and attacking.
This is Jimmy.
I hit
This should be
space
good. Oh yeah.
you going out and attacking them.
Oh yeah.
And so
This should be
it
good.
kind of assesses you on your ability to deal with attack waves.
Oh yeah.
Interestingly enough for us, though, the
This should be good. Sounds fun. This should be good.
the AI had to go weird on us.
Fun. Oh yeah.
Thought we might have lost that guy.
Oh yeah. Right on. Sounds fun.
And
This should be
this
good.
is something that happened with the remastered. Is they? Oh man, those two guys.
Sounds fun. Oh yeah. Sounds fun.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah.
Teleportation field activated.
It's very important when you're using teleporters not to click anything with your select units, because then they start running around up
Unauthorized
here.
entry detected.
It's them. Blast them. This should be good. Give me
No,
some of these
no,
shields.
no.
This is Jimmy. Oh yeah.
Get out of there.
Sounds fun. This should be good.
Yeah, but this mission, on the other hand, is kind of assessing your micromanagement skills. It's very basic. You can just A-click. You could do some minor things like moving weak guys to the back and all to optimize. You can use stim on a big fight.
Up and good to go.
Not recommended though.
Anytime you're ready. Oh,
So
yeah.
it's just kind of interesting in how it's
Sounds fun. Oh yeah.
it's an assessment. I think it's like skills. Like they have specific things they want you to
Oh yeah.
learn,
Sounds fun.
and doing this mission forces you to learn that.
Right on. Sounds
You have to combine base management properly in order to beat the last mission with your defense. So you have to learn a general macro pattern.
Rainer here.
You're forced to, and I think that works very well.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man, Jimmy just two shots that.
Sounds fun, Commander.
Hey, let's see, is Jimmy the highest kill count?
Go
Man,
ahead,
it might have been one of those fire bats that got up. So now we stem that massive speed increase.
Right on. Oh yeah.
It's very powerful. It's just at losing health, it literally melts your army. Oh no, that Marine touched
Know
it.
the plans, man. Have the transports waiting when we come out.
Well, that's mission 4 here. Data disk. I love watching that little thing of it, you know, opening up. And as we can see, just to show off the old graphics, it's pretty good. Pretty good, I think. Definitely looks like a hard drive. But, a little bit futurized. But this one, on the other hand, it's, you know, again, that micromanagement, and it also goes back to the idea of multiple pathways, which are viable here. So it's an interesting thing that they're doing, and I think there's some legitimate thought to the structure here. This is such a short mission, but I feel like adding the next one, which is generally a longer mission, just kind of seems a little weird. But you know what? At 5 minutes, let's do it. Yeah, let's speedrun. In the wake of the chaos resulting from the Zerg invasion, the Sons of Korhal escaped with the stolen data disks. Fleeing to the border colony of Antigua Prime, Arcturus' group now plans its next crucial moves against the Confederacy. My lack of speech. I don't like this image. I'll explain why in a little bit. 13 hours the evacuation of Marsara, Protoss warships took up orbit around the colony and unleashed a massive planetary bombardment. All life upon the surface was extinguished. Revolution. Secret staging area. Second moon of Antigua Prime.
Hey man, headquarters has begun analysis of the discs. They expect to have them decoded shortly. I hope whatever's on those discs is worth it.
Receiving incoming transmission from Arcturus Minx.
You and Captain Rayna have done well, Commander. I believe our efforts have weakened the Confederacy's grip on the fringe worlds. But our job out here isn't done yet. Lieutenant Kerrigan, my second in command, will elaborate.
I'll get straight to the point. Our sources tell us that Antigua Prime is ready to begin open revolt against the Confederacy. Unfortunately, the Confederates seem to be aware of this as well. They've stationed a large detachment of Alpha Squadron troops there under the command of General Duke.
It will be your job, Commander, to free this colony and show our good intent to the Antiguan people. Lieutenant Kerrigan will help you deal with Duke's officers. The rest of the Confederates are yours to deal with.
Alrighty. Terran Wraith and Ghost have the ability to cloak. Very important. And you can't force fire, so cloak unit's essentially immortal.
Rainer here. This should be good.
Alright, let's get going.
Oh yeah.
So,
This should be
the reason I don't like that image is there's someone there who Jimmy Ray hasn't met yet. This gal right here, Sarah Kerrigan. Look at her here now. Look at it then, good gosh. That... You know what? It's good enough. It's good enough.
This is Jimmy.
Captain Raynor, I finished scouting out the area and... You pig!
What? I haven't even said anything to you yet.
Yeah, but you were thinking it.
Oh, yeah. You're a telepath. Look, let's just get on with this, okay?
Right. What now?
This is Jimmy.
I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, so there we go. That's her introduction to Sarah
you're ready.
Kerrigan.
I'm ready.
Now, I would like to draw your
I gotcha.
attention onto
I do the same thing. I hate these things. They can sense me even when I'm cloaked. We should take these out.
Yes, good on that Marine stimming into this. Definitely gonna make it better.
I'm ready.
Anyways,
Rainer here.
I'm waiting on you.
think
It'd be a
we...
pleasure.
Nope.
I gotcha.
Rainer here.
Send the Marines in.
Oh yeah.
Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting.
The pathing.
Go ahead, Commander.
I'm ready.
Yeah. So, what was I trying to get on? I'll get it. Yeah.
It'd be a pleasure. It'd be a pleasure.
So, Goes have wonderful abilities, like Lockdown
Oh yeah.
and Cloak. Lockdown's amazing. Any mechanical
Lieutenant
unit
Kerrigan
just
reporting.
fires a
Sorry,
missile,
Agent.
Go ahead, Commander.
always will hit 100% accuracy.
Anytime you're ready.
Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting. What now?
So what we're gonna do
Anytime you're
is this. I'll talk about this in a moment.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So, small bunker, we should be okay. Can I save him? No, because pathing. I can save you, though. He'll survive to go into a bunker. I really wish I could have saved that other Marine, but whatever. Some idiot decided that standing on him was more important.
I'm ready.
Anyways, Manx, pay attention to kind of how he was in that intro, and you know, that motivating, that moving on to the next thing of now that we
I gotcha.
know
Thinking the same thing.
that we're gonna lock down that.
I gotcha.
It's just kind of the biggest threat.
I've taken care of business on this end, Commander. I think the Antigans are ready to back us up, too.
That's right. We've tolerated these Confederate goons long enough.
Base is
I hope you enjoyed Kerrigan, because that's the last we're gonna see of her.
It'd be a pleasure.
Anytime you're ready.
Oh, that was a good idea.
Orders,
Okay,
Captain.
to work.
Orders received.
Oh. Hey, it worked out. Let's wax him.
This should be good.
Nice. And we're not burning down.
Something to shoot.
Wait, that's full. That's full.
Give me something to shoot. Let's move.
That's
Give me
full.
something to shoot.
Commander, I'm picking up a large Confederate strike force advancing on our position.
Well, they're not wasting any time.
Orders received. Standing by.
Starport. Wraith. Excellent.
Anytime you're ready. Go ahead, Commander.
So,
Good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
we're finally in the proper game. Oh, I already had a guy. Yeah, I did. Okay. They give us 2 factories, which is really bizarre when you can only make vultures. So, whatever. Anyways, yeah, Manx is very much a motivational guy, always pushing us forward, and I just think it's kind of interesting to watch that, because that changes. Well, situation around it changes it, but that remains the same, and I think it's very important to Manx's character, just who he is, the kind of man we're working for now.
Go, go, go.
So, yeah, I hope you like seeing Kerrigan. That's probably the absolute last we'll ever see of her again. We're introduced to the Terran Wraith, a not-so-good unit that does it's basically
Piece of me, boy.
Marines will outperform Wraiths when it comes to ground attack,
Jacked up and good to go.
which is, it's okay, because the Wraith is quick, it has Cloak, and it's got good anti-air.
Ordnance received. Attack
Well,
ready.
decent anti-air. So the Wraith is an interesting unit. We'll build some vultures. I don't see why not. Yeah,
Anytime you're ready.
this control group will be okay. We'll send you down there and save up our funds. Kind of. I'll make enough so like, oh, will I?
Orders, Captain. Roger that.
No, I
Add-on
won't.
complete.
Well, that sucks.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
Oh well.
Add-on complete.
I guess we just make SCVs for the meantime, because supply's a thing. So now we get to this mission, which
Affirmative.
is a very different beast to the last 2. So we went from the micro mission, which is unit control, to this. And now we're combining the idea of the last mission, where we have attacks, we need to defend from the attacks. And so our situation's kind of compounding. All the things, and this is the first proper mission where they're like, okay, you ran through the basics, now take a shot at a real mission and see how you do with that. So we're just gonna wait. I'll build one more SCV. I think we can do that, yeah. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna build an expansion down here, and we're gonna build a bunker up here. Send 4 Yahoos up there and some spider mines, I think.
SCV good to go, sir.
And that should take care of us.
Orders, Captain.
Yeah, it was a good idea, I think, to build one, because that, I think, will just work out for us. Honestly, I could have left him and the one I built could have sent down here. It probably would have worked better and I would have had it sooner, but oh well. And so we'll build Squadron or Race once we get this fully saturated, because Race are expensive. So we do want to... I don't know if I want Spider-Mines.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders
Maybe I
received.
do. 2 factories is very weird too. We're only gonna keep one. This guy's gonna be mobile. Yes. That's what I want out of it. Yes, the pitiful rate. We are gonna have to build defense, so that's gonna be a
Good to
thing.
go, sir.
We'll start right now with that.
Orders,
It's
Captain.
gonna be very important to get that up. I like our 2 barracks here. That's a nice start. Interestingly enough, this is also an island map, as you'll soon learn. There's no land connection down
SCV good to
here,
go, sir.
which does help out because it limits where you can search.
I read you. Orders received.
So I think that ultimately will be a little bit oversaturated here, but I think that'll be okay. Or does it? It just works out.
SCV good to go, sir.
Get
Affirmative.
to work.
Orders, Captain. Roger that.
Okay. So that puts us in a nice, comfortable place. I want to start making...
Not enough minerals.
Yeah.
SCV good to go, sir.
Race are expensive.
Yes, sir.
End of story. Air in this game is expensive. And that gets into a massive problem for the
Yes, sir.
3rd faction
Orders
of
received.
this game. So we're just gonna kind of move them back. We're gonna keep this on hand for a little bit.
SCV good to go,
You're gonna be
sir.
important. We're gonna... Yeah. And then we're gonna build 2. I did repair. Okay,
Job's finished. Reporting for duty.
Waiting launch orders.
good. Marines. Just gonna rally on up here. I don't want to build too big of a starting force, so
Go ahead, Commander.
we're mostly gonna build race. I'm gonna build like
Sir.
2-3 drop ships.
Jimmy.
We're gonna have 2 control groups on the ground here, and
Upgrade complete.
we're gonna switch our wounded marines for good old barracks.
Anytime you or somebody shoot. You want a piece
So
of
I love bunker marines that are spot on, perfect health. I don't have an engineering bay.
I can't build there.
Work on that. I have idle SCVs. Excellent.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
Read the waiting launch
Okay.
orders.
Then,
Not enough minerals.
you know what? We will build fire bats.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
We will engage in such behavior. I can't build a Comstat station.
Yes,
I
sir.
might cry.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Roger that.
It's also very strange
Additional
that
supply depots required.
Go ahead, Commander.
they
Commander.
put you on so little gas.
Reporting for duty.
Build that.
I read you.
We're so behind.
Roger that.
This is, they do give you a nice amount of minerals though, so
Orders received.
Upgrade complete.
you won't necessarily be hurting for those. It's not the best situation, but hey, it's better. So we're just gonna build sub-missile turrets. We don't need to get too crazy. Just, race are a thing. They can cloak. We're going to want comp stats to counter that.
I read you.
Read the waiting
This guy's
launch
just gonna
orders.
continue building our... I don't know where I want to build these. That's just gonna create problems.
Anytime
Jimmy,
you're ready.
move.
I read you.
There we go. And so now I'm gonna start spending. We're gonna start spending money.
Commander.
I forgot to change rallies. Okay.
Should be good.
Yes. Now we should be able to properly engage in our spending habits. Want some more SCVs. We're gonna start Marines en masse. I'm gonna need an academy.
Orders received. Job
Yeah,
finished.
it's just kind of important to get these down because if a wraith comes in and you're not prepared for that, it's just gonna
Right
hurt.
away, sir.
You want a piece of me,
Uh,
boy?
Yes, sir.
continue building on that. I'm gonna build vultures. We'll just Q4 up. Now our money's gone already. Grab us another one of those. We don't even have a cloak yet. It's going slow.
I read you.
Tis the nature. But I think we'll be ready to start heading out here in a moment. I was going to build 2.
Alright, bring it on. Orders received.
I definitely think I still will.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, just slap that down there. Don't I have somebody working on an academy?
Reporting for duty. Job's finished.
No, I don't. You work on that.
This is Jimmy.
Alright, bring it on.
Okay. We're going good. Yes, let's grab cloak over there, and still no comsats because I'm a fool.
Orders received.
Missile turret
Read
here.
the waiting launch orders.
We should be good, but the thing is they changed the AI, so everything's a little strange. I'm gonna want more race. That's going okay. It's kind of
Rainer here.
weird
Go ahead, Commander.
how they give us the,
This should be good.
they give us the starport, but we have no upgrades, and it's because they don't want us to have another unit. And then you'll just build one here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're good.
Affirmative.
Okay, that'll be our new Wraith building.
Job's finished.
I
This is
think
Jimmy.
port drops
Transmit
should
coordinates.
do as well.
Upgrade complete.
Read the waiting launch orders.
Okay, we're gonna send you back up there. We're finally getting comp stats.
Rainer here.
Go ahead, Commander.
And we're gonna rally from this
Research
guy
complete.
right onto our Antiguan. We're gonna make sure that the Antiguan Wraith does not die and that he survives.
This is Jimmy.
So there's group 1.
Job's finished.
And after that, oh, I've been lacking on supplies.
Read the waiting
Don't do that,
launch
don't do
orders.
that. That's
Add-on
stupid.
complete.
Can I take your
Orders
order?
received.
Do this instead. There we go. Okay, so dropships. You'll see how that interface works in a moment.
Go ahead, Commander.
I'm gonna build fire bats.
Let's move. What do you want?
It's gonna be stupid,
Add-on complete.
and I'm gonna do it. Range, grab that. We're good there. That's good. Control 0.
Can I
Make
take
you
your order?
Additional supply depots required.
get to work. So,
Not enough energy.
here's where we're going to be attacking into. That's going to be your main staging base. So,
This is Jimmy.
as we kind of build up money, because I'm just spending things not sensibly. I mean, we're mostly just waiting on dropships
Any
though,
sign
too,
you mind?
so.
This is
I am
Jimmy.
building fire bats.
This should be good.
It
Can I
is
take your order?
a questionable
What do
practice.
you want?
I'd like 3 more of those.
What
Yeah.
do you want?
3 brings us to here, and that allows me for 2 Marines. Exactly.
Jimmy.
Go ahead, Commander. You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh no, we're good on there. So,
Upgrade complete.
I'd like to be doing more and spending my money more, but I can't.
Reporting for duty.
So, what we're gonna do, and the reason we have this stuff here, is we're gonna lift these guys
Can I
up.
take your order?
And they're all going to come
Your
on down
forces
here.
are under attack.
That's big.
Orders, Captain.
Oh,
Additional supply depots
That-
required.
mmm.
Go ahead.
I love that.
Roger that.
Where are you from? Oh, get back to work.
Standing by.
You're working on
I
that.
read you.
I guess keep building down here.
Go ahead.
Additional
Okay,
supply
we're about
depots
ready to get
required.
What do
going.
you want? I dig.
We're a unit short. Gosh dang it. So, it's okay though since we're working on this. I guess I could have built up more facilities and kind of pump things out faster, but
Job's finished.
it's okay.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
It's all okay. This isn't even fully saturated. They really just give you a lot. I mean,
Captain.
I think we made use of it. We got going.
Orders received.
built our aircraft as quickly as possible.
All right, bring it on. Coordinates
Upgrade
received.
complete.
I copy that.
Is that enough? So,
Standing by.
one drop ship, two drop ship,
Fire it up.
What do you want?
three drop ship, four drop ship.
Awaiting launch orders.
Okay.
Transmit coordinates. Coordinates
So we have our
received.
5 group ready. We're gonna leave the airports here, well, starports, and it's about
Input
time we
coordinates.
start
Buckle
working
up.
this.
In the 5, 5,
Something
5,
on your
5.
mind? I read you.
Whatever you do,
Go ahead,
do
HQ.
not touch
In transit,
hotkeys
HQ.
once you load. It
Input
will ruin
coordinates.
everything.
In the 5, 5, 5, 5.
So what I'm doing is just ship clicking.
Hang
I
on,
could
we're in
grab
the
it
job.
since they're kind of mixed in together. I just
In
figured,
transit, HQ.
no.
In the 5, 5, 5, 5. In transit, HQ.
So we're about ready to start our
Strap
assault.
yourself in, boys.
Standing by.
And I guess I'll make a save for our sakes. We're just gonna scooch everything on down to the
Go
line.
ahead, Commander. Standing by. Standing by.
Okay, we want to do this right.
Roger. Sector locked in. Attack formation. Coordinates received.
Okay.
Roger. Attack formation. Roger.
We just want to clear out this area for our dropships.
Destination.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start moving this stuff in. This will take up gunfire and just really keep us safe as we set up our
Destination. I copy that.
base over here on the other side. As long as we just shoot these away, make sure they don't make it.
Standing by.
Your forces are under attack.
Sector locked in.
Oh man, those guys really doing great damage on us.
Input coordinates. Buckle
Unload.
up. Hang on, we're in for some trouble. I copy that. In transit, HQ. Hang on, we're in for some chop.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh no, did my dropships not all unload?
Strap yourself in, boys.
Pull back. Pull back.
Raider here. Yeah, I'm going. Anytime you're ready.
Okay, it's a little sloppy, but I think we're working. Okay, let's,
Orders, Captain?
yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Orders
Okay,
received.
you can go mine up here. I don't see a
Your
reason.
forces are under attack.
Go ahead, Commander. This is Jimmy. Sounds fun. This is Jimmy. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I messed up my
What do you
control group
want?
so bad.
Destination. Input coordinates.
Whatever, dropships.
Go ahead, HQ.
Yeah?
Destination. In transit, HQ.
Yeah? I read you, sir.
Okay, that's a group.
Is that it?
And then we just start pumping out SCVs. We'll land this here.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Land that there. Land this here.
Unacceptable
I
landing
read you,
zone.
sir. Oh,
SCV,
is
good to
that
go,
it?
sir.
Just set up a minefield.
No problem. I dig.
SCVs, interesting enough, and vultures will not trigger spider mines.
Is that it?
It has to do with
No problem.
how they move. If things hover,
Is that it?
they will not send spider mines. So, interesting thing to keep note of.
This should
I guess we could bring Sarah Kerrigan over here to involve her. Yeah, just land there. Start pumping out Marines. You pump out Firebolts, because that's how we roll. Major rally points there and there. Pump out Vultures right there.
Raider here.
What do you
Go
want?
ahead, Commander.
Is that it?
Raider here.
SCV good to go, sir.
And just make sure we scan frequently. Because, again, spider mines are their own.
Something on your mind? I read you, sir.
Want a piece of me, boy? Transmit coordinates.
Alright?
Raider here.
What do you want? Yeah? Yeah,
We're just gonna push it. sure everything's safe.
Sector.
We're gonna bring the racing downside.
Transmit coordinates. Reporting in.
And I think this will be mission. As we
What do you want?
slowly pump out more units. Huh, they didn't lay that many mines, I guess. It's kind of weird. The AI changes have been bizarre. Actually, racing, you go back and deal with that.
SCP good to go, sir. Right away, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Reporting for duty.
What do you want? I read you.
The sheer amount of fire bats. It is glorious.
Rock and roll.
Did I get all my upgrades? I think I did. Yeah. Okay. So interesting mission. AI changes are weird. We definitely noticed that in mission 3, where normally they send a big mute attack, but they send a ground force. They really weren't hammering the right side, just the left. That should... There we go, that's mission 4. Our first proper macro map. Let's see. Very good casualties, like only 7? I'm very proud of myself with that. What's weird is I think spider mines count, which is so bizarre. 12 squared, 7 by 11, 7, 11. A lot of 7s. Yeah, that adds up. But they had 78. It makes me think maybe some spider mines went off or something. I don't know. It's strange. Anyways, this will be a longer episode, but I figured Mission 4 is just so short. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.